Welcome to episode 12, the commitment ceremony. Okay, here we are for episode 12, and we welcome back our dinner guests.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
And something different is our official sponsor for this podcast is Jack's Gym. Jack's Gym, run by Jack, where they fat shame you into an eating disorder. So give Jack a call if you need humiliation on your weight gain. Anyway, that's a joke. Welcome back, everyone. First of all, on the couch tonight at the commitment ceremony, how do you feel about Cassandra's handling of the situation she has?
Cassandra handled it beautifully. She is a lovely human being. I think that she's taken a lot of care with his emotions, and you can see that he's kind of going downhill with whatever his sort of battles are. You can sort of see that. And she's been very, very super kind. And I think under really hard circumstances, she delivered that the best way she possibly could. She's been a good person.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I'm sad. I'm really sad for him, but like they're not on the same level. They're just not.
Yeah, I think he going to your point, she's beautiful inside and out, isn't she? She's kind, she's caring, and you could see that she was exceptionally uncomfortable and very measured and kind about.
She didn't want to hurt him.
Yeah, how she.
But it would be cruel if she kept saying, "He said I love you, okay, I love you back."
Correct.
But something crossed my mind is that
very mature.
Tristan is quite good mates with Tim. And Tristan stands back and they both do, and they watch Tim and Lucinda develop their relationship and go into those deep problem parts. I think Tristan might be idealising that he and Cassandra are kind of like a version of them, and a slow boil's okay because Tim's done it. Yeah. And then since they've had that breakthrough, all of a sudden Tristan's saying, "Oh, I love her, I'm falling in love," all this type of stuff. Yeah. I don't know, he seems to be on the spectrum and his behaviour is just a bit odd.
Wow, I never looked at it that way, but wow, that's definitely a different take on it.
Yeah.
A good one though.
Yeah. I could be just fucking with my own head, but it's like, I do look at that and go...
He's mimicking to feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
He's mimicking.
He was thrilled when he got the matching hoodie.
Possibly.
At the Byron Bay.
Dad.
And that, don't you think that experience has shown, if Cassandra is like a lot of them are, if Cassandra is like after an opportunity or something like that, she deserves it, and she's been a very, very kind person to him. And with Tristan, even though with her and him it didn't work out, you can guarantee she'll be nice to him after it. And then he's met Tim, and he's got this. Tim doesn't have his family. Tim's connected with him and being really protective.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of positive for both of them in a way. Like, she's got to figure out, because she was grieving for so long, she's got to figure out, what do I actually want? He's shown me what I don't particularly want.
I just hope that they're kind, really, really, really kind with Tristan and his feelings. Because I'd be quite concerned that he doesn't pick himself up and get through the other side.
He will be fine. I saw another podcast, I think it might have been Yahoo, where they had Cassandra and Tristan and interviewing them, and they're like really affectionate towards each other, but in a friendly way. And I thought, well, that's just happened just recently, months after the edit's been finished. They still seem like friends, and I thought then they're not allowed to give it away, but I could kind of tell from the interview process, he's like, "Oh, she's a wonderful person, but none of them indicated they were together. And I think they might just spend the next week just her convincing him it's all right
friends.
to be friends, because she's a kind person.
And I think deep down that's actually what he wants. Like,
he's not ready. He's not ready.
I don't think he's ready for the relationship.
No.
Tim and Lucinda were next. So, what do you think about what happened at the retreat, girls?
I loved it. I thought it was... Tim had a breakthrough. I thought it was really wonderful. You could see some of those barriers and some of those walls coming down. And I think Lucinda just guided him and coached him and was so kind to him through that whole thing.
And she,
I think Timothy's pathetic. Like, he's like an Aspro, one drop and he just dissolved. No, I'm kidding. It was absolutely wonderful
it was
to see him
beautiful.
break through like that. I think it was really
Because
nice.
he had like this epiphany that like my family is like, she could be my family. Other people can be my family and know me like that. And he had that thing with her. That was fucking, excuse my language, but that was so beautiful. Like, it was so beautiful.
Well, he's alone, and I think that was the thing that he caused him to self-reflect and think, you know what, if I keep doing this more of the same, then I'll continue to be on my own.
But that's what I mean. I don't even think it was, like, obviously, yeah, it was that. But what I mean is he actually didn't see Lucinda as just someone. He was like, this person actually gives a shit about me, is on my side, cares for me in any which way.
It was nearly visual
It
on
was
his face
lovely.
that he just, when he broke down and he was he was saying, I can't do this, there was this realisation that he's in pain, then he's walked off, he's composed himself, and he's gone back to her and shown her, I need some support.
And I think
that
she
vulnerability
gave it to
just
him.
melted her.
Oh, it's, you know,
Lucinda.
vulnerability in a man is very, very attractive, isn't it?
is.
Or a
Incredibly
partner, or
attractive. In a partner.
male partner, female, whatever.
Yeah.
I think vulnerability in a partner is.
And that's the thing, he's had this huge epiphany and it scared him and it's terrifying. And then he's like, to actually, he's like, everyone's saying he's a slow burn, but like to go from that to going, I actually will have people who will love me and care about me and know me in those ways that I think people don't know me. Like, that's why it would have all been so heavy. And he was beautiful, and she was.
But
isn't she just wonderful?
Wasn't she an expert
She was a friend
in
to
waiting?
him. Like, she
and-
wasn't grabbing him on the bum and how she's always talking like sexually. She was his friend.
She was
and his
she was
family.
slowly
She was
peeling him
lovely.
like an onion, just taking off a little layer at a time. And there was that one episode where she said, "Oh, I've got to give him his space," because she was following him around the house saying,
And she made
"Do
him
you
a
need anything
man
I
cave
do?" Yeah.
in their apartment.
"Yeah," and then
Yeah.
and she saw that and went, "Okay, I'm coming too fast.
Yeah,
I'll take
close,
responsibility for that. Back it off a little bit. Try something different." Whereas this other couples, they pick fault at the other person, thinking
Constantly.
that they're perfect.
Yeah.
So speaking about picking fault, shall we move on to the elephant in the room?
Oh, we're not there yet.
What we
are
all came for.
Yeah, what we all came for. I think we are there. Yes,
Well,
we are.
We're pretty close.
Let's talk about Jack
Oh,
Oh,
First.
Jack and Tori, yeah.
Oh, so
and
you-
then
Do we have to?
then
Yeah.
I don't know. We should skip
Jack
Jack.
has he
Let's
won't
skip
be,
Jack.
but Jack has been humbled. Like any normal person
Yeah.
would be humbled by what happened.
No, but he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not at all.
He should have been humbled, but he's not. But
bad.
He doesn't
behaviour.
look around the room anymore for any type of support from the
Or
guys.
validation.
No
He's
one's
been
given it to him.
100% abandoned by everyone.
because
His
everyone
wife's
is,
about to abandon him.
and everyone sees Tristan's vulnerability, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
So don't you reckon? Don't you think? But everyone sees his vulnerability, and Jack went for him. So they've all just gone.
And
you don't do
I
that.
understand that he said, "Oh, the whales are out at the retreat," and Timothy and Tristan. It was obviously directed at Timothy too, but Timothy's just like, "I'm big enough and tough enough that if I wanted to, I could just probably fucking clobber him." But Tristan had that moment there where he felt uncomfortable again. What do you think about the apology and the gift?
Load of shit.
Yep.
Yep.
An absolute load of shit.
Passive aggressive.
Supplement.
That was a kick in the
Voucher.
face. It's just like adding salt to a wound.
Absolutely disgusting.
Does this change it? It doesn't for me, right? But does this change it for any of you? I saw somewhere or read somewhere or something that him and Jack talked about that stuff all the time. I'm not saying the whale comment was okay, but the supplements thing. Apparently, Jack and him talked about that
I
all the
did
time,
see
and
an
Jack
episode
guided
where I
him
heard
with
them
that
talking
stuff
about
and said,
supplements,
This
yeah.
is what you should be doing. So are they, as much as I can't stand Jack, are they making him look worse?
They might be.
By
but
doing that, because he was like, I've been an asshole, but I've
Well
listened
picked
to what
up,
you've been
and I'd
telling
say
me.
absolutely.
Maybe, because he's
Perhaps,
not, is he
but-
that nasty?
Aren't they two different matters though? Like they're two separate things. So
Oh, the whale thing, yeah.
That's the
he
thing.
just needs to clarify and say, I'm sorry. I apologise if I hurt your feelings. If I said something that was wrong, I should know better. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then the gift thing is something completely different. But from my
Because Jack could have meant it for Timothy, just Timothy, but he's not saying it. But he said it, and then he's like, okay, Tristan's upset. I've hurt his feelings, but me and him have this relationship where we talk about all this stuff, and I'm helping him. So I'm going to give him that gift, and then give him the "you are enough" thing, because it seemed to just be contradictory.
yeah, okay. Maybe the producers cut it.
Maybe they did that to just because he's the villain now to make him look worse.
You can, I guess it can be painted however it is on TV.
He's still an
But
asshole. It was still
I think,
weird.
I think,
Like-
I think regardless, it's still really low blood
And the wrong
control.
time to give him that gift, even if he was doing it genuinely.
Yeah, even if
That
it was
was
a
the wrong
genuine
time.
gift. Yeah.
Apology.
Just
Done and dusted.
That in private, even.
Move.
And
That
then the
in
other
private,
things
yeah.
could be
Yeah.
could be something
to try and show that off, that was
Because he's trying to show that he's such a good guy for doing that.
Yeah,
isn't he?
and
That's
I
why
think,
he's doing
and
it.
it's good because like Tori's essentially put him on notice now,
Yeah.
and I think we should drop Jack now and let's get into some of the best crap television you could possibly see.
Creep.
So Sarah and Timothy,
The elephant in the room.
it was almost like the grand final was coming up this week, waiting for the CNC, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very, very, very interesting. And I think the takeaway, well, for me, the main takeaways are no apology, no acknowledgement.
Nope.
And Tim, my heart absolutely broke for the dude. Like, and then he's my number one priority. And then every time he tried to sort of engage, express, or speak up, she just kept cutting him off. So I think for me, she's just an awful human being.
For me, she's a filthy, dirty mutt. She's not a good person.
No,
No,
she's
no,
not.
she's an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
In all honesty.
A terrible, terrible person.
I don't understand how you could. Well, I mean, I don't. How you can say you're involved in you're all in, and looking back on all the history. So with the phone challenge, the cancelling of the dates,
everything makes
everything
sense.
just sort of seems to make sense. And going back and connecting with your ex, deliberately going back and connecting with your ex, and for 1 minute I don't believe that nothing happened. I mean, I don't have evidence of that, but my female intuition tells me that there's quite a bit more that we're not aware of.
She would have just, if it was innocent, she would have just said,
Come with me, Tim.
if it was a funny feeling and she wants to move on with Tim and not feel like that anymore,
Yep.
she would have said,
Come with me.
come with me to help me with that.
Yep.
It's a bit fucked up.
Which
Come
is
with me.
exactly what Tim said.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
like, take me
he
with
did.
Just
Yeah.
take me if you want to show how good you're
Yep.
doing at the moment. Take me with you. And
Yep.
yeah,
100%.
And there's just absolutely no accountability.
Yep.
Like, I don't
None.
think she even said sorry till after the experts had spoken.
And each time, as I said, going back to what I was saying, each time he tried to sort of speak up, get involved, engage, talk to her about it, she just kept cutting him off, which I thought was awful. Awful.
yeah. I think I don't know. I think Sarah's definitely she's no coming back from a personality like that. I think that's just the way she is, and I think she's just even down to the hug at the end of it, like how staged the hug looked.
That hug was.
Excuse me, Nick. I wasn't finished with my sentence.
That was awesome.
How was that?
That
was horrendous.
It's like, I'm going to emasculate you, humiliate you, betray you, all of these things. not acknowledge anything at all, and then that was like the kicker. That was horrible.
Yeah, and I took it as she said, I'm going to promise to do this, that, this. And then while she was chatting, he's come back and said something. She's just disregarded all those promises and just shut him down.
And the guy with the other long hair, remind me what's his
Jaden.
name? Jaden. No, the other one.
Stephen.
Stephen. Even the way he put it when he approached it, and he was just like, "No, you've pretty much gone back on exactly what you just said."
Yes,
I thought
that was
really,
so
I thought that was
good.
really well done.
And his disgruntled partner agreed with him.
100%.
Yeah.
They don't
100%.
like her, do they?
Yeah.
No.
No.
And really, I hope she takes on the advice of the experts
Yeah.
and actually gets some advice and counselling or support, because she needs to do a bit of self-reflection, and I can't see that happening anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, not good. Hard to watch, to be honest. Very hard to watch.
Okay, I suppose that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.